Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. Game week 5 prediction. Obviously, last week I competed against David. I earned 40 points in game week 4 prediction. He earned 38 points, which means that going into game week 5, I'm still leading with 175 points compared to the guests who have 169 points. Obviously, the guests have been TC7 PSG, which is my editor. It's been Slime, it's been Lidor, it's been David. So who not better to have for game week 5 than Mr. Tosin himself. Welcome, Tosin.
Good, G. How you doing?
So,
Talk about Champions League.
yes, sir. Do you have confidence that you get some points back to the guests? Do you think that you can win? You can beat me, Mr. Predictions?
That's not really important. What's important is we get through this group. I really don't care about these other teams. You know that. I think you.
I know that.
Yeah. So.
All right, then. First group is Group A. Obviously, Bayern sitting on 12 points at the top. Copenhagen, 4 points. Galatasaray, 4 points. Manchester United, dead last with only 3 points. So the first game to predict is Galatasaray versus Manchester United. Every side that's on the left side, Tosin, is at home. So Galatasaray at home versus United. What's your prediction?
Yeah, United just don't travel well. I mean, I'm currently watching them at Everton as we speak, right? So
Yeah.
They're up 1-0 right now, 37th minute. But for the most part, they're just struggling. They're struggling to, gain a foothold in the game right now. So they don't travel well. But I still think they have enough attacking weapons, so I'll go for a draw in that game. I'll say like a 2-2, 1-1. I'll just go for a score draw.
You have to name the score. Is it 2-2 or 1-1?
Let's say 2-2.
2-2. I went with a 3-1 to Galatasaray. They looked really good versus Bayern in both ties. Just the clinicality was not there. But against a much weaker side like United. And the thing is, I believe United have to beat both
Who starts for Galatasaray?
Who starts for them? I mean, they got Hakim Ziyech, they got Ndombele, they got Wilfried Zaha, they got
didn't they release
Mauro
Ndombele?
Icardi. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. No, I saw him play versus Bayern, so I don't think so. If anything new hasn't happened. And I also believe that United have to beat both Galatasaray away and then beat Bayern München at home to qualify to the knockout stages. So I think United players will give up mid-game when they see the intensity from the Galatasaray players and the entire stadium. I mean, we all know how crazy Turkish fans are. So I'm going with a 3-1.
They just won 4-0 yesterday. Yeah, Zaha, Mertens, and Icardi on the score sheet. So
yeah, it's over. United are Europa League bound. Second one, Bayern München at home versus FC Copenhagen.
Yeah, we can skip this because Bayern are at home, so we can just skip this.
No, I need the results, Tosin, so to calculate the points.
It's a 4-0, 3-1, 4-1. Bayern handle business at home.
Again, Tosin, you have to name one score.
4-1.
4-1. Interesting, because that's exactly what I went with. See, you got that knowledge. Group B, we got Arsenal sitting at the top with 9 points, PSV with 5 points, Arsenal with 5 points, and Sevilla with only 2 points. And the first game to predict is Sevilla home versus PSV.
Been the standout performance for Sevilla this season.
I mean, Sergio Ramos has given them good leadership. I don't think he's been like a constant performer. I think they got some...
Omar Sadiq scored a banger against them 4 minutes ago. Did you see that goal? 30 yards out against Sevilla today. The game's going right now, into the 96th minute.
Okay.
Scored a banger from 30 yards out. Crazy. But yeah, I mean, Sevilla just don't move me. I mean, they got Ramos. Yeah, Ramos got a red card. It was actually Ramos that got the red card in this game. Interesting. Okay. But he'll be available for the Champions League fixture, right? So
yeah.
Jesus Navas as well got a red card. Wow. Okay. So who are they facing again? PSV.
PSV.
PSV. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a tough game. 2-2.
Going with the 2-2.
Yeah.
All right, I went with a 2-1 to Sevilla. So again, very similar. Good prediction. Next up, we have Arsenal versus Axelot. Obviously, Axelot beat Arsenal at their home stadium. Now they're going to London to play them. What are you saying?
This is not good for Lons. Like they needed to get something that last game against
PSV away, yeah.
PSV. Yeah. Yeah, they're cooked in this situation. Yeah, I would say like a 2-1 Arsenal. Arsenal handled business 2-1.
Yeah. I went with a 3-1 Arsenal. I feel the same. I do think that Axelot will put up a fight, at least score one goal, but ultimately Arsenal will take the 3 points. Next up is Group C. Real Madrid sitting at the top with 12 points. Napoli second with 7. Braga with 3 points. Union Berlin sitting lost with only 1 point. And that's the first game we're going to predict. Braga at home versus Union Berlin.
Come on, bro. Like name 3 Sporting Braga players right now.
I think the striker is named Paulinho.
Oh. Okay.
I know another one. They got like a Libyan DM. He's called like Zakaria or something.
You just made that up.
No, I mean it's from FIFA. It's from FIFA, so it's not even in real life.
Yo, it's so funny how like you gotta force yourself to predict these quirky fixtures. Like,
I mean,
Union Berlin, they're doing pretty well actually, right?
No, I mean I think they started off the season really well, but since then they went like 10 games without a win and sacked their manager as well. So
I saw they got slapped by Leverkusen recently, but
they're not in good form.
A couple weeks ago. Okay, so they're not in good form at all. Yeah. But they have that Chelsea loanee, and they have a Bonucci as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Union Berlin are just not a serious team. So yeah, Braga 2-0.
Braga 2-0?
Yeah.
I went with Braga 2-0 as well.
Wow.
Real Madrid versus SC Napoli. Obviously, last game was a really good fixture to watch, actually. Real Madrid beating Napoli away 3-2. The thing is, Real Madrid, they're already confirmed, I believe, as first spot as well, if they get at least 1 point from their last 2 remaining games. Do you see Napoli doing something interesting in this game?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think Kvara and Osimhen come out. 2-1 Napoli. I'm going to go 2-1 Napoli. Yeah.
2-1 Napoli. Like it.
Yeah.
I went a bit safer. I went with a 2-2.
Oh, okay.
Losing at your home stadium is not the best, so I think Napoli will maybe perform a little bit better, especially with all their injuries to Real Madrid. But they both can share their points, so that Napoli is pretty much confirmed to the knockout stages as well. We got Group D. Real Sociedad and Inter already confirmed to the knockout stages. And Salzburg and Benfica. 3 points and 0 points each. First game we got is Sociedad versus Salzburg.
Yeah, my bad for cutting you off there. But Sociedad Salzburg, I mean, these games are irrelevant now. It's crazy.
It's like a Europa League, Sosen.
Yeah. This is actually, it looks like a Europa League group for real. Yeah, I mean, Sociedad to win.
Bye.
No, or this could be a draw. I don't know. I'll say 1-1.
1-1. I'm predicting a 3-1 to Sociedad. Salzburg have been very mid in this group. Can barely do anything. Sociedad look like a really hot team, and they're competing against the Inter side. That's really great as well. Next up, Inter Milan going away to Benfica. Benfica haven't picked up a single point in this group so far. Have been very underwhelming this season compared to last season.
I see another draw
By
or win by. I don't think Inter are coming into this game looking to win. Like they don't care. They're already through. So
don't you think they won that first place though?
true, you might be right, but I think at the end of the day, you just want to qualify at this point. But God, this is so boring. Like, like, dude, Benfica 2-1.
Benfica
2-1. They'll win a game, right? Like they should win at least one game.
Sociedad beat Benfica last time at Benfica Stadium 3-1. So I think the same will keep on going. Group E, we got Atletico Madrid, Lazio, Feyenoord, and Celtic. It's tough between Atletico Madrid, Lazio, and Feyenoord.
This is a nice
at the
group.
top of the table. First game is Lazio home versus Celtic.
Yeah, 3-1 Lazio.
Straight up. I'm with 2-0 Lazio, so same goal difference. Feyenoord versus Atletico Madrid. I think this is a really interesting fixture. Feyenoord have a lot of great young talents, upcoming players. Atletico, obviously, they've looked good ever since the World Cup under Simeone, and Griezmann has been one of the top players in Europe so far this season as well.
Yeah. I'll say 3-2 Atleti.
Oof. A lot of goals. I went with a 1-1. Yeah. I think Feyenoord will try to get some points. I mean, they're at home. They will feel a bit more confident, but Atletico is still a really good side. And they probably know that Lazio will beat Celtic, which means that they can't be losing this game and giving Feyenoord those 3 points.
Do you fear the prospect of facing an Atleti as a PSG fan?
Absolutely no. I mean,
not fear, but like,
that they could give us some problems.
Yeah.
No. Like when you look at it, Tosin, the clubs that have always given Paris Saint-Germain some kind of problems in the Champions League, it's always, if you call them, more historic clubs than us. When we play the Dortmunds, the Leipzig, the Atalantas, these kinds of clubs, we have no issue. But when we play these Real and all of that, it's so much more pressure, and that's when we really buckle under pressure. But we have outperformed pretty much every team we play. But the teams we lose against...
Put that narrative out there. Yeah. All right, next game. Yeah, next group. Yeah. Right.
The only group, Tosin, when you look at it and you're like, yeah, this is a Champions League group. This is a Champions League group. Dortmund, PSG, Milan, Newcastle. Everybody can come first place. Everybody can come second place. Everybody can come third place. And everybody can come fourth place. The real question is, how will it end? First game, PSG versus Newcastle. Paris beating Monaco 5-2. Newcastle beating Chelsea 4-1. Which result would you say is more impressive?
Can you ask that again?
PSG beat Monaco 5-2. And Newcastle beat Chelsea 4-1. Which result and performance was more impressive?
I think one of them had were playing 10 men, I believe. One of those fixtures had 10 men. That was the Newcastle game, correct?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch Premier League.
Oh, okay. But yeah, PSG's is far more impressive.
Sure. And did that game give you even more confidence coming into this Newcastle game?
100%. Because if Newcastle want to come in like how Monaco did, play an end-to-end game, press us high, like Monaco did, like do all that. What we just need to do is we need to just make conscious effort to just play direct, man. Just play more direct. Play direct at these dudes, like it's over. So yeah, I'm going for a 3-0. Handle business. Yeah.
I'm going with a 3-1. I see Paris Saint-Germain being extremely comfortable and dominant in the game, Tosin. And that goal for Newcastle, it would be just, a disgusting
we haven't
lucky
conceded.
goal.
No, but we haven't conceded at home in Champions League since, so I think we'll keep that. Or have we conceded?
No, at home, yeah, we haven't conceded.
No, we haven't, right? So
Yeah.
I think we'll keep that streak going.
Yeah, and the only thing as well that adds a bit on it is that Newcastle are fighting for their lives in this game, Tosin. So if we're like 3-0 up in the 70th minute, Newcastle will try to do something at the end just, to show their passion and
No, get blipped. They'll try to do something, and then they'll get another on. They'll get a fourth coming their way. So,
all right. Milan, Dortmund. Obviously, AC Milan will be missing Rafael Leao in this tie. It's a big miss, huge miss for AC Milan in this game. Do you care what happens in this game?
I'm gonna go for a shocker. I think the malaise of finishing second with PSG, it might end up continue. It might continue. I think Dortmund come into San Siro and handle business. 2-1.
Dortmund.
No Leao, especially. Yeah.
I mean, if Dortmund wins,
that's the best scenario for PSG. That result right there. But I'm telling you, Milan are looking like food without Leao, and because they're not gonna play the way they played against PSG, especially without Leao on the team.
And Tosin, this also means that PSG versus Dortmund will be who gets the first spot, and Newcastle versus Milan will be who gets the Europa League. City and Leipzig are already confirmed to go through to the knockout stages. Red Star and Young Boys both sit on 1 point each. City versus Leipzig, City at home, and City, we have to be honest, they have been very underwhelming this season. You may use they don't have De Bruyne excuse, but no big team, especially Tosin, should be that reliable on one single player. Did you watch the City-Liverpool game yesterday?
Unfortunately, no.
No, luckily no. Fortunately, no.
Thank you for the correction. Yeah, I just had no interest in watching that game. I could have made the time for it.
I mean, Trent was scoring, Tosin. That just tells you how clownish of a game it was. That player with Trent's ability can score a goal in that game.
Yeah, I heard about the game. Doku doing what he does. Haaland scoring his 50th goal. Fastest to 50 Premier League goals, I believe.
Yeah, in 48 games.
48 games. It's impressive. I mean, Haaland is an elite player. So, City, Leipzig. City will pack them up. I mean, we know how this goes. Leipzig will put up a fight. I'm thinking like a 4-2.
Ooh. I'm thinking a 2-1. I don't think City are that good to be able to score 4 goals. But I definitely still see them winning. And as you said, Leipzig putting up a fight. Young Boys versus Red Star, Tosin. This is not a Champions League fixture. This is not a Europa League fixture. This ain't even a Conference League fixture. What the fuck is this?
This is like
Sunday League football?
I don't know what this is, man. Young Boys are a Swiss team.
Yeah.
And Red Star from where? What, Serbia?
Serbia.
At this point, you just put in Al Hilal and Al Nasser. They could replace these teams and it'd be way more fire, on the low.
I mean, they're already talking about an invitation to the next season's Champions League, Tosin. Al Nasser and Al Hilal.
But didn't Seferin say that it's not going to happen?
Yeah, but he's backtracking already. You can't compete against the elite.
Is the money right? Yeah.
All right, let's get this over with. Whoa.
End the video.
No. Tosin, come on, we're soon there. I swear to God. No, I know, Tosin, that you have absolutely zero interest in this shit. But we've started it. Let's end it, Tosin. Let's do it quickly, Tosin.
2-1 Red Star.
2-1 Red Star. I went 2-1 Young Boys. Group H. Antwerp are out. Shakhtar, who obviously beat Barca last time, could be interesting.
Yo,
But
Barca.
Barca at home versus Porto.
How many points are Porto on? 9?
Both sitting on 9. They have the same goal difference, but Barca are better head-to-head because they beat them away 1-0.
And they were lucky to win that game 1-0.
Extremely fortunate.
Extremely fortunate.
They just drew to Rayo Vallecano, a mid-table team in La Liga.
I'm seeing an upset. I smell an upset. You smelling an upset?
I mean, I didn't predict an upset, but I pray for an upset. I mean, is it really an upset, Tosin? Could we really call Porto winning an upset?
Yeah, I'm not even sure because that's similar level. Like they're similar level with the other two teams. I mean, like they lost to Shakhtar, right? So
yeah,
they're similar level with these. This is a tough game. This is a really tough game. 4-3 Porto.
4-3. I went with a 2-2. I see Porto dominating and controlling this game, Tosin, but Barca somehow stinking it up, getting some penalties or something, and getting the job done. But as you said, I definitely can see Porto winning this one. Next game of this group, Shakhtar versus Antwerp.
Antwerp have just been the whipping boys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got 0 points. Shakhtar got 6.
Okay, so that'll continue. That'll continue as long as that compounds Barca's issues. Yeah. So, 3-0 Shakhtar. Handle business at home.
Yeah. I'm with a 2-1. Yeah, victory for both.
Okay.
All right, Tosin, are you confident with your predictions?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. That's been it for game week 5 of the predictions. Let me know in the comments down below what's your guys' predictions. Which predictions did you guys disagree with, mine or Tosin's? Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel so you can see game week 6, the final prediction video of the group stage. And obviously, I will also be doing predictions for the round of 16s. That's been it. And as usual, allez, Paris.